Hey Braden, this is Tyson Galovich, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to bring in more customers to your business. You're most likely sitting there asking yourself, why am I doing this? What's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I can read minds, and the answer is a lot of the time most local business owners are often too busy running their own business to learn how the internet can really benefit them and their company. And often, sometimes really the only hesitation is knowing who is an expert and who isn't when it comes to hiring somebody. So I found that giving local business owners a free, easy plan of attack of actual things that they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in a lot of these owners coming back saying, hey, Tyson, we like what you do. Can you do this for me? So if by the end of the video you like what you've seen and heard on our tips and techniques of that we can do for you to help your business, go ahead and shoot me a message and we can chat. Or if you just want, by the end of the video, you just want to take this free, easy plan of attack and give it a shot on your own, that's fine with me too. So let me show you 3 things that'll set you above your competition to help you out, and let's just jump right into it. The first thing is content. And content is basically the words that are basically on your website that'll help you people find you for those for different keywords that are put in the content. And right now you don't have a website right now, but this would be definitely a big thing when we first get your website going for you. We want to make sure we get about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content to really optimize with Google, and doing that allows us to put, like I said, those keywords inside that content to really make sure we're being found for those things. Right now, some of your competition here locally, one of them is Electrical Contractors Logan. They've got about 500. Tech Electric is another. It's got about 500, and this is a program I'm using. Sorry about that. This is a program called SEO Quakes. It's a free program. You're welcome to download and use. But we use it here just to see about the word count there. So they're about 500, and that's really, really easy to be able to beat your competition and basically increasing that content and making sure that we're loading that content up with keywords. As you can see right here that says keyword density. We want to make sure we're finding those keywords that people are being found for. As you can kind of scroll down here, different things that people are searching for that are like, electrician of Logan, Utah, electrician Cache Valley, Utah, and making sure those things are things that are popping up that people are looking for as we do that. As we kind of go through there with those keywords that'll pop up. And for example, if we go to a Google search that I've got here, if we come up here and type in, this would be an example of a keyword, electrician of Logan, Utah. As we put that in, it first brings up the first things most everyone sees are ads. Ads are good, and if they're done correctly and efficiently, but sometimes if they're not done correctly, they can kind of be a bit of a money pit. So we want to make sure that, that they're done correctly if you ever go that route. And that's, we can talk about that at a different time. But the next thing I actually really want to talk about is actually after we type that search in, is scrolling down right here, this section. It's called the map pack. The map pack is responsible for, like I said, for basically businesses' names. So it's basically business names, address, and phone numbers. And that creates Google My Business location right here. And what is responsible for people to rank up in this area is citations. And then you're probably asking, okay, Tyson, well, how do I rank up there? Well, the more citations you have, the more likely you're going to be in the top 3. And I use the map pack all the time. So it's really important that you're in the top 3 so people can find you. So we use a program called whitesparks.ca. It's this one right here. It's a paid program we use here. And if we go here, we can pull up a search here real fast. Let me make sure I got the right one here. And so we can go right here. We can actually see all the different search. We can also see the different businesses that have the amount of different citations. We can see that Tech Electric is one of the top 2 up there. You got also Cache Valley Electric. They're got 67. And we can see all these different companies with their different citations. We want to make sure that you're the top citation to do that. And we go to places to enter citations such as Whitebook, Yellow Pages, City Star, Facebook, YouTube. All these places have places where, and there's hundreds of these places where you can go and submit these citations so that you can actually get up to be on the top when you're trying to rank in that map pack area. So we want to make sure we do that. So if we can kind of actually scroll down here, we can actually see the next part I want to talk about. This is the organic section of the search. And now when you type in, like I said, electricians of Logan, Utah, this is something you want to be found for. And we want to make sure that you can be up in the #1 spot. And so the best way we do that and what's responsible for getting to that #1 spot is what we call backlinks, or I like to call it is link juice. Backlinks kind of work as simple as this. If a site A is pointing to site B, then therefore a site A is acting like a backlink or link juice that gives site B more authority in Google's eyes. So in other words, the more backlinks you have, it's like a popularity contest. The more backlinks you have, the more likely you're going to be on the top of the list. But also, that's not just only that. There's another half of that as well. It also makes sure that we want to make sure that those backlinks or those link juice are also relative sites that are pointing back to you. For example, we'd want like a electriciansupplies.com pointing back to you versus like Pizza Hut, because you guys don't deliver pizzas. So we want to make sure you guys are getting valid and very relative sites pointing back to your website to make sure it's being ranked properly. And so that's why they're all making sure those are super good good backlinks that are coming back to you. So if we come back to this free tool, you're welcome to use this here. You can see under this internal and external tab here, these actually will show you some of the links here and some of the internal links that they've got. There we go. Some of the backlinks they've got here as well, with this other one here with the Tech Electric. You can do these two as well, and you can see that some of them are coming and they come up under an internal there. We use a program called Ahrefs here, and this right here should show us, actually it's a little more deeper scrubber. We can see that some of your competition, they've got about 250 backlinks, and they've also got about 45 backlinks. We want to make sure that we can definitely beat that, and that's totally beatable. We go out there and we want to make sure we can beat your competition and make sure we can put you up to the top of that list so you can rank up over time to do that. And so we can see that's through those backlinks areas. So kind of just to wrap things up, the things we talked about were, one was content and getting yourself a website. Getting your website up there, getting some good content on there that's got some good solid keywords, and it's got at least about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content to really make it optimize well with Google. That's the first thing. And the second thing is citations. Citations is a name, address, and phone number. And we want to make sure we can beat your competition by a landslide, by like 200 or 300 of these citations. That way you're going to show up on the top of that map pack right here every single time. Get you up on that top there. And then the third thing is backlinks. We want to make sure we get some relative sites pointing back to you guys, showing Google that you have more authority in Google's eyes. So we want to make sure that we can really push you up on the top of those backlinks right here, beating your competitions right here with their different backlinks, so we can show you up on the organic search area, just right down here. So if you had all these strategies implemented today, you guys would, hands down, would be #1 across Google. So I know you're probably wondering, okay, well, now what? Well, you can either take this information that I've given you today and give it a shot on your own and go do that, or if you want the most effective route and save yourself some time, give me a call. My cell phone number is 801-885-3422, or my office phone number, which is 435-557-0372. Once again, my name is Tyson Galovich. I'm excited to talk to you. Thanks so much.